Hi everyone, welcome back to the Nonprofit Life. Today we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of artificial intelligence and how it's revolutionizing the nonprofit sector. So in a previous episode, I put the link below, we talked about some AI tools that every nonprofit should be aware of, and also how you stack those tools to get the maximum benefit. In this episode, we packed it with insights that will help you harness the power of AI for your organization. We referenced this a little bit during our discussion in the last episode, but I want to go a little bit deeper. But if you stick around until the end, I'll talk about a tool that's out there that makes life much easier and much simpler to build your AI chatbot if you're looking to do that. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So first, I want to talk about the AI revolution in the nonprofit sector. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is no longer just a buzzword. It's transforming industries, and the nonprofit sector is no exception. From automating mundane tasks like we typically see, that we have our professional staff teams working on, where we can get them engaged in things that are higher level and provide more relevance and value to our members, our stakeholders, our donors, all the way to predicting member and stakeholder behaviors. So AI is reshaping how nonprofits operate and engage within their communities. So I said they're already doing this. So we'll talk about a few examples where we've seen this in action. So here, I want to talk about the power of ChatGPT for nonprofits. We've all heard about it. It's actually had a meteoric rise. I think it went to 200 million users in less than 2 weeks, whereas you look at Netflix and some other platforms, it took them 4.5 to 5 years to get to that. So it shot up through the stratosphere. But again, so these are one of the standout tools in the AI space, which is ChatGPT. We talked about it in our last episode. So as I talked about before, imagine having an AI assistant that can interact with your members. That's great. Answer queries and even guide them through your body of knowledge. So that's tremendous in terms of how much body of knowledge we have as nonprofits. Think about all the things you've done, all the events that you've had, all the conference proceedings, data, and it's all out there, and your members have to, or your stakeholders have to go through and actually try to find all that information, or call your office, or send an email, whatever the mode may be to try to get that information. So when we talk about ChatGPT, at its core, it's a language model. So it's designed to understand and generate human-like text based on the data it's trained on. So again, that's the key thing, data it's trained on, which would be your data. So the benefit for nonprofits, ChatGPT is going to be a huge game changer. It can help in member engagement, answer frequently asked questions, and even assist in fundraising or other campaigns. So when you think about how do you integrate it, it's such a nebulous thing. It's up there in the cloud, and how do I actually integrate all the work that we do in our nonprofit and really try to make sense of it? So integrating ChatGPT in your nonprofit in its operations involves a few key steps. First, define the purpose of your AI tool. So I would say do a mini strategic plan on artificial intelligence, understanding it, and why we would use it within our nonprofit. Next is to train the model using your data. So again, using your data to train it so it knows how to answer questions very specifically, and it can find information very specifically. And the last thing you want to do is deploy it on your platforms. So don't just think website, think your apps, social media, all of those key areas. So we'll talk more about a specific tool in the space, and I think that's going to make a big difference for you. But before we get there, the big thing is, how do you make your nonprofit's knowledge accessible with AI? So that's always the question I get. Nonprofits are a treasure trove of valuable information. With artificial intelligence, you can make this knowledge accessible to your members in real time. So tools like ChatGPT can be trained on your body of knowledge. It's going to let your members interact with that information. It's going to get suggestions. It's going to find relevant information very quickly. So right now, the biggest limitations in nonprofits is the web and human barrier. So I throw that out there. I don't want to be harsh, but your members, prospective members, donors, don't want to wait until someone comes in to answer an email or pick up a phone call just to get what they need. Just-in-time information is critical to not only maintain relevance and value, but to continue your existence as a nonprofit. Here's the one thing. Remember, for-profit companies have been on top of this from the beginning, and they're already catering to your target audiences. You need to be there And the biggest thing you have going for you right now as a nonprofit organization is your body of knowledge, your members, your stakeholders, the loyalty of your members. They are generating this body of knowledge. These other organizations that are for-profit entities trying to get into the space and trying to take away your members and provide them with benefits and services, they don't have that critical piece at this point. So I would say leverage that as much as you can. So when we talk about just-in-time information and boosting relevance and value, I think is critical. So in today's fast-paced world, timely information is crucial. AI allows nonprofits to provide just-in-time information, enhancing the value proposition for members and stakeholders. So whether it's updates on projects, legal information, healthcare information, donor information, event details, the artificial intelligence ensures your members get the right information at the right time. Not only that, it helps to maximize the experience for them, so not only do they have a question answered, but it can go deeper into your body of knowledge and suggest additional detail that wasn't even asked for. Now this is boosting relevance and value, but don't forget that human component is so important. Talking to someone meaningfully at your office or someone via an email on a topic where they've already done some research, but they want to hone in more and they need help from your professional staff team. So the human element should never go away, but it can be enhanced through the artificial intelligence. So what I want to talk about right now, and thanks for sticking around, is IBM's Watson AssistantX. So this is IBM's AI powerhouse. So as I mentioned, if you stuck around, I have a great resource for you to consider, so thanks for hanging in there. Another powerful tool in the AI realm is Watson AssistantX by IBM. It's a robust platform that allows organizations to build AI-driven chatbots tailored to their needs. And I love this tool because you don't have to have that programming knowledge. It's very visual. And I think it saves a lot of time, and even I can do it, and I'm going to be launching this within my company as well. So Watson AssistantX is more than just a chatbot builder. With its natural language processing capabilities, it understands context more naturally, it makes interactions more natural, plus with a customizable workflow that you can build, you can tailor it to your nonprofit specific needs. So really just getting started with it, and I'll put the link below, but setting up AssistantX. So getting started with Watson AssistantX is very straightforward. So what you do is you sign up, define your chatbot's purpose, and start training it using data, your data. With its intuitive interface, even those without a tech background can build effective chatbots. Let's talk about integration with nonprofits. For nonprofits, Watson AssistantX can be a game changer. So whether it's answering member queries, we talked about that earlier, guiding someone through event registrations, or even providing insights based on data, the possibilities are vast. And the best part is, it can be integrated with your existing systems, ensuring a seamless experience for your members. So to set this up, here's some basic instructions, but it's advisable to use a consultant in this area, or if you have a professional staff team in the tech area, it's great to use them in this as well. So the first thing is visit IBM Watson Assistant, navigate to the IBM Watson Assistant page, link is in the description below. So what you would do is either sign up or log in. So if you're new to IBM Cloud, you'll need to sign up for an account. If you already have one, simply log in. Next, what you want to do is create an instance of your organization. So once you logged in, you can create a new instance of Watson Assistant. So this will be your workspace where you can design and train your chatbot. The next piece is you're going to be designing your chatbot in their interface. So you use their intuitive interface to design the flow of your chatbot. So you can create dialogue, intents, and entities. So intents are the user's intentions. So your members' intentions, and entities are the specific details the user might mention. So you're going to be helping the chatbot learn and understand this. And then once you do that and say, okay, this is our entities, this is our intents, you're going to train your chatbot. You're going to input sample questions and answers to train your chatbot. The more data you provide, the better your chatbot will perform. And then next piece is integrating it with your platform. So Watson AssistantX provides various integration options. So you can integrate it with your website, your mobile app, or even messaging platforms like Slack or Facebook Messenger. So don't just think it's your website. The next thing is testing and deploying it. So before going live, and we all know this, test your chatbot thoroughly to ensure it's working as expected. Once satisfied, deploy it to your desired platform. Test it there and keep testing it and keep improving it. And that leads us to the next step is monitoring and improving. So regularly monitor the performance of your chatbot. Watson Assistant provides analytics that can help you understand user interactions and improve the chatbot over time. So for nonprofits, IBM Assistant might offer special pricing or grants as well. So you have to check into that. It's recommended to contact IBM directly or check their nonprofit programs for more detail. So the next is the road ahead, the future possibilities and all the considerations that we should be thinking about. So as we look to the future, the possibilities of AI in the nonprofit sector are vast, but with great power comes great responsibility, as we know that quote.
With great power comes great responsibility.
When we look at emerging AI trends, the future is exciting. We're looking at predictive analytics for fundraising, member interactions, AI-driven member engagement strategies, and even some of the things that I'm reading about and listening to is virtual reality integrations for immersive experiences. So imagine what you could do with your members or your key stakeholders. So there's some ethical considerations. In my last episode, I did say that there are limitations to a lot of these products, but ethical considerations you should be thinking about as well. But as we embrace AI, we must also be mindful as well. So ethical considerations, transparency, and fairness are paramount. We must ensure that as we harness the power of AI, we do so responsibly. So staying updated is critical too. So the world of AI is ever evolving. Continuous learning adaptation and staying updated with the latest trends is crucial. And also leveraging AI, but also doing it ethically and effectively as well. It's not going to be the answer to everything, and you can't put it in autopilot and say, okay, now you take over. You really have to be on top of it, and if you are, you're going to make it successful. But many nonprofits are already integrating AI into their work. From swellinggood.com, harnessing the power of ChatGPT for nonprofits, this is what the article says in this specific area around specific nonprofits utilizing it. So I pulled out some of the ones that they mentioned. American Cancer Society, ACS, deployed a ChatGPT-powered virtual assistant to provide cancer patients and their families with personalized support and information on topics such as treatment options, side effects, and financial assistance. Another organization, the World Wildlife Fund, or WWF, not the wrestling, but the Wildlife Fund, has implemented a ChatGPT-powered chatbot that provides information on endangered species and habitats, as well as guidance on sustainable living on conservation efforts. Charity, Water-Charity, which is another foundation that is in the space. Water has developed a ChatGPT-powered virtual assistant that helps donors learn about the organization's projects, donate to specific projects, and track the impact of their donations. Another organization called Crisis Text Line, they provide free 24/7 crisis support via text message. They have implemented a ChatGPT-powered triage system that assesses the severity of incoming texts and prioritizes responses from trained crisis counselors. So we've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding the basics of AI to exploring tools like ChatGPT and Watson AssistantX. There's going to be a lot more in this space. It's going to be much easier for this integration to happen. The AI revolution is here. It has been here. It's been here last year, the years before, but it's really, really here now. And it's up to us to harness its power responsibly and effectively for the betterment of our nonprofits. This is such a growing area and will continue to grow, but it is important to stay in the curve rather than behind the curve, as it will ensure relevance and value to your members and your key stakeholders. Now, for those of you who are passionate about furthering your knowledge and becoming the best nonprofit leaders you can be, I have a special recommendation. I'd like to introduce you to the Essential Handbook for Nonprofit Leaders. This handbook is more than just a guide. It's a comprehensive resource filled with insight, strategies, and actionable advice tailored for nonprofit leaders like you. And I want to say actionable advice and a lot of things that I've seen over the past 30 years. For example, like missing in action board members. What do you do? How do you fire a nonprofit board member? It's in the book. So if you're looking To elevate your leadership skills, make informed decisions, and truly make a difference, grab your copy of the Essential Handbook for Nonprofit Leaders. Let's continue our journey of learning, leading, and making a positive impact together. And before we wrap up, if you found value in today's episode, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your network, and don't forget to subscribe to the Nonprofit Life for more insights and guides. Your support means the world to us. Thank you so much.